is Jennifer. I'm 28 years old. I currently work pretty much on my side business and within making soap and candles and tea and selling that at a couple stores. And then I also babysit on the side. I am from New York, but I was raised in Chicago. I've been here my whole life basically. Came here when I was 3. Yeah, I definitely relate to the word queer. I prefer it than to call myself a lesbian, just because that word makes me feel so weird. I don't know why. But I'm attracted to women. So by definition, I am a lesbian. I just prefer the word queer. Ideally and eventually, I would like to get to a place that is a lot less city than Chicago. I don't have a specific location in mind at the moment. I'm actually in the process of, I'm thinking about moving in a few months, and I'm in the process of kind of looking around and seeing what's out there. But I know that my soul, my spirit wants to be somewhere where there is plenty of greenery, there are trees and nature, and a lot less city. And I would like that as soon as tomorrow if that was possible, but like I said, within the next few months, I hope to just start on that journey of like finding the place where I belong. I was a part of a church where we were there Sundays, morning, night, Wednesday afternoons. I'm volunteering in random ministries throughout the week. I'm spending all my time there. My mom took me out of public school in 6th grade. I was homeschooled from 6th grade through 12th grade and fully immersed in just religion that I didn't get, that didn't make sense to me. I was seeing people that I was like, these are real people out here, and everything I had learned about these people did not tell me that these are human beings. I was very confused, and I was very, like I said, my church was my environment. That was my social settings. Once I was homeschooled, everyone I engaged with were people from my church, and I went through some depression because of it, which is funny because at that time I wouldn't say that anyone knew what was wrong with me. I wouldn't say that even I knew. I felt like I knew that the religion that was taught to me was doing some sort of damage, and I felt like I could not speak about that because if you question things, if you speak against things, then you're viewed a certain way, and it's not welcome. So I also came out of high school, came out of even college, removed from all of that, and faced with people who didn't, they were like, what is religion? What is good? What is bad? Do what you want. And I didn't identify with that either. And so I think what I actually did, I think initially I can flow with anybody. I can be in any crowd and I can respect what people are doing, and not be doing things with them. But I think at some point after a good year of just balls to the wall, just being in the club all the time partying, I was like, this isn't for me. And that was okay for me to say, but I felt that now I was alone. Because here now I'm like, I've already completely walked out of all of my religious family and all those people. I don't associate with them anymore. And here I am facing the world, feeling like I don't associate with this either. And where is my place? Coming into being queer, coming into accepting this and no longer saying that this is temporary, this is until I come back around and figure some things out. Once I was realizing that I am queer and this is okay, I had to piece together all of these beliefs and all of these things, and I did a lot of things alone. I didn't go out, I didn't talk to my friends, I just kind of spent a lot of time just self-reflecting and thinking and not really having answers. What I'm doing with the soaps and the candles and stuff like that, I started creating because if there was one thing I remembered from childhood, it's just creating has always brought peace. And then being homeschooled, all you have is time to craft, and that's what I relate to. sometimes not words too much, not social interaction with people. I sometimes feel anxiety when I'm around people, but when I'm home, when I'm creating, I'm feeling 100% myself. Being spiritual is for yourself. It's not a list of things to check off. It's not how many things are we doing right today, how many things are we doing wrong today. It's for yourself. So whether you choose to include God or universe or spirit, that's personal. I feel like the ultimate journey is meeting yourself, coming to know yourself in a positive way. Anything that I felt that I didn't understand before, especially when I was going through like the peaks of my depression and I had no answers, I was still looking to pastors, preachers, mentors, therapists for things that they weren't giving me and they weren't helping me with. And I was realizing that, like, one, nothing is wrong with me. I'm just in a world where I'm sometimes too deep for what's going on because I think too much, or I'm sometimes too I'm too just removed. I'm not present half the time. Everyone around me is social and they want to do all of these things, and I'm like, I don't fit that. But what I had to realize is that's okay. Who you are is okay. The fact that you don't identify with certain, that's okay. Now let's work on appreciating that and growing within yourself, because that's where I found my strength, and it did not come from that other stuff. But coming back around to spirituality, I'm now also open. I'm open to things. I think that immediately after high school, I was also angsty. I was angry. I felt like this church thing just ruined me. So I had a lot of hateful things to say, which you can justify in either way. But I feel like it's not right. I feel like they had those beliefs, and that's cool. But what I can do with that now is separate myself, take what I can, but just be in peace with people around me. This is a black lemongrass soap. It's made with activated charcoal, which pretty much just works to get those extra toxins out of your skin. It's some good stuff all around though, because people you can eat it and it's good for your insides. You can brush your teeth with it, wash your face with it. And then lemongrass essential oil, which is why it smells so uplifting, but also works as an astringent. White tea and ginger. It has calendula petals, and this is rose clay powder, which works the same way, similar to like most charcoals or clays you would put in a soap. They work for more exfoliation and drying out toxins from the skin. This soap is part of a new collection I'm starting to do with different crystals that are kind of related to chakras. So this one is a heart chakra soap. You've got the rose quartz on there, which is like that love stone. And I made the soap using a different technique, because usually, like if you notice, the other bars are like, they're smooth, they're hard. I make soap using two different techniques. This one's a bit of a softer bar, but I kind of thought it would work to make it look kind of crystally since there's a crystal on top of the soap. So it smells like roses and grapefruit. It just sounds like a weird combination, but works really well, especially when you want to, like, if you're gonna do energy work, if you want to do that sort of thing. These scents are known to help with that balancing. Currently sell them at Wolf Bait and Bee Girls in Logan Square, the Silver Room in Hyde Park, and I have an online store. Queerup.com/market/hoods-and-woods. Got it, sorry.